So there is a fire in your belly, and whether you want to be a professional athlete, a lawyer, a community organizer, there's a level of passion that is intuitive, that is intrinsic, and that's what politics is for me. Is growing up in an ashram in West Virginia, understanding a level of spirituality, and coming to Canada and as an immigrant, really living through poverty. Living through issues of racism and discrimination, issues of housing, living in social housing in a 3.5 with my twin brother and I and my father. All of these things informed my vision of the world. And as I was able to ascend my academic career, both as a teacher, as a Master of Education, also with a law degree, then I was able to see the matrix and really put my energy to change the system. And that's what I'm doing in politics. I am here to change systems, to improve accountability, to improve representation, and to improve redistribution. How do we allocate the $6 billion that we have in terms of budget? So this is generally speaking why I'm here and what I want to do.
So I feel like there has to be a way to be about the issues, but at the same time to also speak to people who want to be inspired by the idea that I have a sense of belonging to the city because of the expos, or I have a sense of belonging to the city because there's a woman who knows traditional Quebec songs and who sings and says,
I don't waste energy on that. I'm gonna be myself.
Yeah.
And when people listen to me speak or exchange with me, they may feel inspired. Many people say they are. Some people might not be inspired. Some people might be rubbed the wrong way. But this is energy that we don't waste our time on. I am going to be authentic to myself.
yes.
And if someone says, listen, you need to sing a Quebec song, or you need, I did this in the debate in 2017. Je reviendrai à Montréal pour me marier avec l'hiver. And everyone clapped and laughed. But it was authentic. It was me.
Right.
I went to La Semaine des 4 Juillet, and I made the crowd laugh 5 times in 2 minutes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Charm is not part of our political platform. What I'm saying is that I could be myself and people could experience that regardless.
Yes.
But the point is back to the substance, and that's what I'm bringing it down to. But it doesn't mean that I don't have a nicer smile than Valérie Plante, Denis Coderre. But you're right, is that they want to make it.
Smile.
Thank you. Thank you. See? They want to make it a personality contest.
Yes, absolutely.
And if it's a personality contest, Valérie Plante is probably going to win because, Denis Coderre is Denis Coderre. And me, even though I have an amazing personality, maybe not, we do know that I asked for a bilingual city. And a lot of people don't like that. So there's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So if you kind of stay neutral, you say social housing for everybody, but really you have nothing. You say pink line for everybody, for really you have nothing. You smile and sing a few songs. Well, hey, you got a good chance.
Right.
And that's why people don't vote. First of all, you have to be a good follower first before being a leader. But being a good leader is an ability to inspire people and for people to dedicate themselves because they know you are dedicated. If you never want to take any heat and you never want to sacrifice, no one's going to sacrifice for you. But if you can show people that you're willing to sacrifice and you show them on multiple occasions, then they'll sacrifice for you.
Sacrifice what?
Everything. For example, I say we're going to have a petition to force the city to have a consultation. I need 20,000 signatures, right? That's a lot of sacrifice because you can, first of all, not get it. It's going to cost you money. You can lose, and then you sacrifice your reputation. You sacrifice a lot of stuff. Launching a political party, possibly winning or possibly losing. Launching it on May 20th, a few months before a campaign. This is against massive challenges.
For sure.
These are not easy hits.
Is there an ulterior motive?
Then we would lose. If there was an ulterior motive, say from the first election I ran in 2017 to the consultation to this, you would lose a long time ago. You would be unmasked a long time ago. It's like an influencer, right? Like you see it, it's so fake. Any ulterior motive, you get exposed immediately.
It sounds like the kinds of problems you're trying to address and the kinds of things you're trying to do, there's no reason why it should be municipal. In fact, there's really no reason why it should even be political. It could be a business, it could be anything.
Yeah. So an activist, as an
Yes,
activist,
yes.
right? The Constitution addressed the economy, addressed housing,
Yeah.
culture, public security,
Yeah.
sports infrastructure, inequalities, urban planning. These are all issues that I could go and start building co-ops, or I
Yes,
could go into
totally.
the movie
Yes.
business. I could go. There's all kinds of things that you can start an entrepreneurship hub. There's all kinds of things. And there's also the political realm. We just hired 8 artists to do art for social change for Montreal in Action. It's coming out on Wednesday, actually, to promote the 38 recommendations
38 recommendations of...
from the consultation
Okay,
on
yes.
systemic racism. But once again, when you are, it's almost like I compare it to being a millionaire, which I'm far from. It's you're not worried about how much the latte costs. That's as significant as someone being like, you have an
Yes.
ulterior motive. What's there? It's like, we're here for the right reasons. And what happens is that you have people on the outside saying, oh, they're like this, and he must have a, and they're like this.
Yes.
And then you keep going, and you're like, oh my God, the consultation happened. He actually got the signatures. And then they're like, okay, yeah, wait, but this. And then they're like, oh my God, he spoke like, he actually knows what he's talking about. Okay, well that's, yeah. And then the more you go, then then eventually it's like, hey, can I volunteer for your organization?
You're killing me. You're killing me.
When you come to Canada, this is a very, very open and beautiful and free society that needs to be capitalized, but we are mentally and psychologically frozen because of critics, because of social media,
I think
because
it's
of self-doubt.
I think it's a vestige of colonialism, because it's true that we are a democracy, but it's also true that we're a capitalist democracy, a settler colony that's founded on a very hierarchical social structure, even though it's politically democratic. And so we can have a democracy because people's minds are not democratic. I think that's what it is in Canada. So if you're reaching not to people's vote, but to people's hearts,
You got it.
then you know what I'm saying?
So there you go. That's why that's why our wings are free. That's why we're free. Because
We've got the tools,
We're going for the mind
Yes.
and to inspire
Yes.
and to drive people,
Yes.
as opposed to kowtowing to like, please vote for me.
Yes.
I have white teeth and a nice song.
Yes.
We're more than that.